Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sudden Strike Gold. And we're doing another walkthrough today, and we're going to be doing the Factories mission, because it's my favorite in the whole game, I guess. I don't know, just the next one I decided. So this one is going to be. I'm still going to go through all the different waves you have to deal with. Thankfully, in Factories, there's not 36 artillery guns that you have to snipe, otherwise the mission's like borderline unplayable. um, But there are many waves. This is just a big mission. You get a lot of stuff to play with. They get a lot of stuff to play with, and a lot of big engagements that happen in this one. Um, this mission can get kind of inconsistent. Like when I was deliberately testing everything to see which spawns come in when, or which waves come in when, I wasn't able to like get any specific like cause for every wave. There's a couple I know exactly when they spawn in and what causes it, but most of them I have no idea what happens. Um, but that doesn't matter because last time I played this, or my most recent playthrough, I did it normally, and just figured out how to get past the really hard parts like the elevations here and the end of the town here. Everything happened in the order that it normally does, so I guess just play it normally, I guess. Don't go too fast, otherwise things will go weird. I don't know. But anyway, I will start going over the waves now, which there are a total of 10. Well, hold on. There's 11. Yeah, about 11 waves. Sometimes they spawn in right next to each other. Sometimes they spawn in a decent ways apart. It kind of depends. But around 10, 11 waves of enemy stuff. So the first wave spawns in right at the start of the mission, along with all these guys right here. And every spawn the enemy has, their gate is up here. So everything they spawn comes in from right there. So the very first wave is gonna spawn in here, and then they're gonna pretty much just come down here and garrison the very first line. So hang out. Actually, yeah, hang out around here, around here, just throughout this area. They're just gonna hang out. They're not gonna try and wipe you off the map like most of the other waves are. So that's the first wave, pretty easy. And the trigger for that is starting the mission. And then we have waves 2 and 3, which are kind of tied together because once 2 spawns, 3 is on a timer to spawn in soon after. So, and yeah, and what causes 2 to spawn in is, I think, killing enough of the guys manning the guns and the machine guns over here. I assume over here and down here. I don't know the exact number. I think it's like if you count all these guys, I think there's 2. No, there's 3 machine guns and 1 light gun over here. So that's 5 guys. So I don't like 10, 15 guys you kill manning all this stuff, and they spawn in. I don't know exactly, but you're not gonna get very far past this stuff without this wave spawning in, without 2 spawning in, and then about 3.5 to 4 minutes after 2 spawns in, 3 spawns in. Oh, I forgot to say where 2 goes. 2 hits you in the north. They start up here and then do kind of like a big curve around the map like this, and then hit you in the north. So they usually a lot of activity around here. And then 3 basically does the opposite. It does a curve south and tries to garrison these buildings and do this. Technically, I think 3 tries to hit you in the center, but just the way the pathfinding works and all that stuff, they come down here and then loop around. So you're gonna get hit in the south first, and it's easier to deal with them if, well, you do have an elevation in the center, but you can set up a bunch of stuff right here and just cut them down. So waves 2 and 3 aren't very hard. You just want to keep your officers up front, keep a huge line of rifles, and you can just cut them down. And you do have a lot of snipers in this mission too, so that makes it easier. Then we have wave 4, which is where it really starts to get inconsistent. Not inconsistent, but just I have no idea what causes it. But the past a couple times I played the mission normally, they spawned in at the same time, which is soon after you kind of take this elevation up here, and kind of clear this north area. A little bit after that, I usually I take some time to set stuff up here to deal with the next waves 4, 5, and 6. And then when I'm setting up, wave 4 usually comes in, and wave 4 is basically a mix of a combination of wave 2 and 3. So there's going to be some guys that come north on that same curve thing, and then some guys that come south on the curve. And sometimes, again, because of the pathfinding, there may or may not be more guys that come directly down the center. So just be ready to deal with stuff in the center and the south, but as long as you keep a bunch of rifles up front and light guns and snipers nearby, you shouldn't be too hard to deal with. Just make sure you have numbers. Make sure you're able to put a lot of rounds downrange quickly, because they do hit you with a lot of infantry. So that's wave 4. Kind of inconsistent, but if you hang out here long enough and just chill out, they should come at you. Then we have wave 5, which is the south tank wave. And that is basically, well, an infantry wave with some armored support that hits you in the south, basically along the same path. And that they're also, again, because of the pathfinding, some tanks might end up coming down this road, so make sure you have some anti-tank stuff right here. Which by the time wave 5 spawns in, you should have like all your vehicles and stuff that spawn from the center gate and the north gate. Then we have wave 6, which is the north tanks, and that acts like wave 3 relative to wave 2. About 3.5 or 4 minutes after wave 5, the north tanks spawn in, and they do what all the other north waves have done. They just try and plow through you right here, and you cut them down and destroy them. So, not too crazy. Then we have the artillery wave, which I don't know when that spawns in. Sometimes I never got it to spawn in. Sometimes I get it to spawn in before wave 4, so I have no idea. But the artillery wave, I think, spawns with a bunch of infantry, or maybe maybe that was a different spawn. Maybe that was like the wave 4 spawn or the north tank spawn. I don't know. The waves can get merged together, but there may be a whole wave of infantry that spawns with the artillery, and I think they might garrison, all these buildings up here. But by the time you get up here, all these buildings are going to be garrisoned anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference. But I don't think they do a full assault on you with the infantry. But the artillery is not as dangerous. It's only 2 guns. That you have to worry about 2 guns in the entire mission. So it's not even close to a provisional airfield. And where the artillery sets up is basically random. Some last game I played, they set up all the way back here. I've seen them set up in these trees here, right next to this factory building. So they're gonna be in this area. And you can like just bait guys out and have them like shoot at you, and then just waste their ammo so you can have more freedom to do what you want later. They do have a couple supply trucks in this area. I don't know if they're scripted to supply the artillery guns, but either way, the artillery is going to run out of ammo eventually. So if you just like throw up a submachine gunner or a heavy machine gunner to get, killed by the artillery, you could just do that about like 20 times, and the artillery should be out of ammo eventually. So that artillery, I have that down as has wave 6.2, but I have no idea where that actually spawns in, but it should spawn in. Then we have wave 7, which I actually know this one, which is the north elevation tanks. It's a pure tank wave, and it spawns in as soon as you get stuff right about here. As soon as you're trying to get up into this area, it spawns like a bunch of, I think like 5 Stugs, a bunch of Panzer 3s, I think. Yeah, a bunch of Panzer 3s, a bunch of Stugs, and they just hang out up here. And you can bait them out, which is the ideal way to deal with a lot of these waves, is to let them see you for a little bit, and then they'll try and reinforce that area, and then you can just cut them down. Then we have wave 8. Wave 8 and 9. I think wave 8 is going to happen. That's another infantry wave that just hits you in the north. So make sure you have a lot of anti-infantry stuff right here, ready to cut down the wave that's going to come through here and come down here. And then I've seen a 9th wave that attacks in the south, just another standard infantry wave. After wave 8, but I don't know. We're not going to be doing much in the south and the center, so I don't know if we'll be able to trigger it. But that's wave 9. And then wave 10 is the final city wave, which I think is pure tanks. And they just spawned in right here. Last time I got those guys to spawn in, I was basically already in the city. So I was at the point where I was doing just like, I was just throwing all my submachine gunners into the city. So like all this stuff was destroyed by the time I even noticed it, because the submachine gunners and their grenades are pretty good against tanks if they can get close enough. So I had like a bunch of submachine gunners up here. They spawned in and they just killed them all. So wave 10, not too crazy. And you can prepare for it and just have a bunch of anti-tank stuff sitting right here and just mow it down, and a bunch of submachine gunners. So that's all the waves, I believe. And now we're going to talk about, I guess, the strategy to beat this. So everything, all our activity is going to pretty much be in the north. The only reason we're going to hold on to the center and the south is to just deal with their waves, just so they don't hit us in the back in the north. But most of our reinforcements that are spawning in are going to spawn in the center and south. We're going to move north eventually. In the south, we do want to have a good amount of anti-tank equipment until the south tank wave. But after that south tank wave happens, then we can pull most of our tanks and guns north to help with that. But you still want to leave, you know, some snipers, a couple officers, and a long line of rifles in the south, because there is one more infantry wave that hits you in the south. The center, same story. Just want to hold the center with a bunch of infantry, couple tanks, couple light guns, and that's pretty much it. And then everything else you want to put into the north, which is going to deal with all that stuff. And then yeah, this area, getting up this area is probably gonna it's a pain in the ass. But if you use your snipers, well, first of all, you have to clear all these trees with light guns, because you need proper vision to actually hit these buildings with your snipers. So, yeah, the goal is to just like clear all these buildings, clear all the guys, and then slowly just advance up here. Then deal with the north elevation tank wave. Deal with deal with wave 8, and then after those two are done, you're not gonna have to worry about anything else spawning in until you're all the way at the city. So, and yeah, you can. I didn't actually use any of my transports. Well, I used one transport to see what the hell was going on here. I think I cut down some stuff, but using transport planes to help to get you vision over here, I should have probably done that. Like for this elevation and these elevations, I should have probably done that. But they do man 3 AA guns over here, so they'll probably get shot down. But as long as you get the vision, that's all that matters. Okay, that is a lot of talking. I will actually start the mission, which is the beginning of this mission is kind of a pain in the ass, because a lot of stuff spawns in really quickly, and if you go, you do have lots and lots of stuff to play with, but I try to just keep my stuff alive as much as possible. And you don't exactly spawn in with the most useful stuff here. Yeah, so...
Жду дальнейших указаний. Точно, товарищ командир. Товарищ командир, совершенно точно, товарищ командир.
Yeah, so a lot of this mission is just I guess, managing your troops and making sure they don't get killed or anything.
Так точно.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Actually, these two can
Бегом.
go over there.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Жду дальнейших указаний, товарищ командующий.
But the beginning of this mission isn't too crazy. There's nothing. We pretty much just want to let enough we want to let enough stuff spawn in so we can get our
Готова, товарищ командующий.
so we can get our artillery or our snipers. I mean.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Пехота готова,
Так
товарищ
точно.
командующий.
Да ядрить тебя налево.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Да пошел,
But yeah, this is
да пошел.
most of the
Пехота
mission.
готова. Точно.
Most of the opening part of the mission. We can try and push up here and try and get rid of these buildings. But I think it's better if we
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Жду дальнейших указаний, товарищ командующий. Жду дальнейших указаний,
Пехота
товарищ командующий.
готова, товарищ командующий.
Ё-моё. Товарищ командир, жду
Брат,
дальнейших
точно,
указаний, товарищ командующий.
Пехота готова, товарищ
Да
командующий.
пошел.
and eventually
Жду дальнейших указаний, точно, товарищ командир.
oh, got a sniper in, good.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Uh-oh. Oh, stop.
Да пошел.
Пехота готова, товарищ Точно. командующий.
Yeah, there's gonna be a couple guys that attack you down here. Good, we got okay, get these snipers in.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
And we can move a bunch of guys down here. In fact, yeah, you should probably move a lot of your infantry in the north down here because a lot of stuff comes in a lot of vehicles.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий. Так точно.
So we want to wait for our snipers to come in, and then we want to
Пехота готова.
wait for some light guns to come in.
Жду дальнейших указаний. Совершенно точно, товарищ командующий.
Okay, we got our snipers up
Пехота
here.
готова, товарищ командующий.
Жду дальнейших указаний, товарищ командующий.
Пехота готова.
And there's 3 machine gunners up here. Got our snipers in the south, or the north, I mean. Where are our
Пехота
officers?
готова, товарищ командующий.
Никак нет, товарищ командующий. Жду дальнейших указаний, товарищ командующий. Совершенно точно, товарищ командир.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Ё-моё.
What the? Oh shit. Yeah, I accidentally selected him.
Товарищ командир, жду дальнейших Совершенно точно, товарищ командир.
Пехота готова, товарищ
Так точно.
командующий.
Okay, so yeah, we want to take the center elevation first. That'll make attacking these buildings a lot easier. And when we do that, we'll want to take up our... Oh, we only have 3. We want to take up our anti-tank gunners because they'll just destroy the buildings. We don't want to hold on to the buildings. It doesn't really matter.
Жду дальнейших указаний, товарищ командующий. Совершенно точно, товарищ командующий.
But yeah, I just want to set
Пехота
up...
готова, товарищ командующий. Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Set up a big rifle line so we can just cut down anything that spots us really quickly. And get these 3 snipers over here.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Никак нет, товарищ командующий. Никак нет, товарищ командующий. Совершенно точно, товарищ командир. Совершенно точно, товарищ командующий.
Пленных не брать. Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Ё-моё.
Come on, there we go. Okay, we can probably speed up the game now.
Пехота готова, товарищ
точно.
командующий.
But at this point,
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Так точно.
I just want to wait for a light gun. We can
Товарищ,
advance
совершенно точно, товарищ командир.
without that stuff, but it is kind of dangerous.
Пехота готова.
Никак нет.
But we
товарищ
do end up getting quite a few officers to play
На
with.
Совершенно
родину.
точно, товарищ командующий. Совершенно точно, товарищ командующий. Совершенно точно.
There should be a
товарищ
light gun
командующий.
up here.
Совершенно точно, товарищ командир.
There he is. Another light gun right about here, light gun there, couple machine guns, and 2 light guns, 3 machine guns back here, so there's a lot of stuff, and there's a lot of trees in the way.
Жду дальнейших указаний, точно, товарищ
Пехота
командир.
готова, товарищ
Товарищ
командир.
командир, жду дальнейших указаний.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Совершенно точно, товарищ командующий.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Good, we've spotted that one.
Пехота готова,
точно.
товарищ командующий.
And we want to make sure these towers are manned. That one and this
Пехота
one.
готова, товарищ командующий. Пленных не брать. Пехота готова.
There's some more AT guns.
Так точно.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Пленных не брать.
Да ядрить налево.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий. Есть. Пленных не брать.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Так точно.
Жду дальнейших указаний,
Совершенно
товарищ
точно,
командир.
товарищ командир.
Да ядрить налево.
Okay, and we have plenty of room up here now, so we can move these guys out. Don't have to worry about micromanaging those guys. Did we spot
Жду дальнейших
that
указаний,
gun
товарищ
yet?
командующий.
Oh,
Пехота готова,
Бегом.
товарищ командующий.
that's fine. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now at this point, we can probably move a lot of our rifles up here. I'd like to get rid of this fence because it kind of has a huge hole in our line. But
Пехота готова. Пехота готова.
take a
Пехота
bunch
готова, товарищ командующий.
Бегом.
take a bunch of rifles, move up here. We have a good amount of rifles right here.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Actually, no, we want no, we want heavy machine gunners. Get these two.
Yes.
Oh,
Да пошел ты.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
get some more AT gunners down here so we can deal with those buildings relatively quickly. We'll use
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
we'll use heavy machine gunners to man this stuff because the heavy machine gunners really aren't useful at all.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
They can cut down infantry relatively quickly, but
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Есть.
they're not very helpful. Got another sniper.
Пехота готова.
Ё-моё.
Пехота готова, товарищ
Бегом.
командующий.
Oh, fuck. Most of this mission is just managing troops and trying to get everything
Так точно.
into like decent positions
Пехота готова.
so you can deal with the assaults easily.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий. Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Жду дальнейших указаний, товарищ командующий.
Есть. Пехота готова.
Oh, another sniper. And another sniper there. We do get quite a few snipers in the north.
Ё-моё.
Пехота готова, товарищ
Так точно.
командующий.
Пехота готова,
Жду
товарищ
дальнейших
командующий.
указаний. Точно, товарищ
Так
командующий.
точно.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Есть. Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Так точно.
Пехота
There's
готова.
our stuff. All right.
Есть.
So each of these comes with an officer. Each of these
Понятно, командир.
trucks,
Полевой госпиталь на
and
проводе.
we get 4 medical
Так
trucks
точно.
in 2 waves.
Есть.
One
Довезем.
comes with an officer, one comes with a sniper, so we get more of those.
Пехота
Helpful
готова,
units.
товарищ командующий.
Why are there 2 subbies here?
Есть.
Пехота готова.
We'll push these guys up a little bit,
Есть.
and then we'll set up
Есть. Поехали.
a light gun over there.
Пехота готова.
We do have to clear this road. Yeah, clear this road.
Есть.
Посмотрим.
And we want
Есть. Понятно.
another light gun down here.
Саперы ждут приказа.
So four T-34s,
На что жалуешься?
2 medical trucks.
Будем.
Есть.
I think I don't know how many of these little trucks, but a decent amount. I think like 4 light guns. Basically, there's a wave of vehicles in the north and the center, and they're the exact same.
Артиллеристы готовы, товарищ командующий.
Саперы ждут
Okay,
приказа.
you get one of you in the center. Get one of you down here. You get down here.
Приказа.
Пехота готова. Точно.
So we are gonna want to destroy a lot of trees.
Готово, товарищ. Артиллеристы готовы, товарищ командующий.
Oops. Ah, fuck.
Саперы ждут приказа.
Ага.
Товарищ командующий.
Расчет. К бою.
Dumbass.
Есть.
Okay. Now we will
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
take all these guys.
Пехота
Take
готова.
our
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
whole line. Try and not bring up a bunch of submachine gunners and stuff because they're gonna get killed.
Бегом.
And we'll move up to about there. Move our snipers up.
Пехота готова. Варианты боевых
Есть.
Мужики, быстрее! На родину!
Clear that gun. Good.
Пехота готова. Расчет. К бою.
All right, not bad. Okay, and now that we knocked out that light gun,
Пехота готова.
that should make things a little bit easier.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Bring up these 2 snipers.
Пехота готова. Бегом.
Пехота готова,
And at
товарищ
this
командующий.
point, wave 2 should be on the way. So yeah, we got these 2 guns.
No problem, Sushi.
We got these 2 guns ready to open fire. We got resupply ready.
Пехота готова,
Probably get
товарищ
these guys up
командующий.
there. Get some more. Oh yeah, get some
Пехота готова,
rifles.
товарищ командующий.
Actually, get a bunch of rifles up here.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Get snipers up there.
Пехота готова. Есть. Пехота готова. Бегом.
Махорки.
Артиллеристы готовы. Пехота готова,
Так
товарищ
точно.
командующий. Пленных не брать. Пехота готова. Так точно.
And we'll just cut down guys. Eventually, we'll cut down most of wave 1 over here because they just run around. And you can also, they're also scripted to cover the towers. So you can have your snipers just take shots at the tower and clear it, and then wait a couple minutes or wait a little bit, and then it should be remanned with 2 guys, so it's an easy 2 kills, and that'll add up eventually.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий. Пехота готова.
Жду дальнейших
Совершенно
указаний,
точно.
товарищ командир.
Oh,
Есть.
Доведем
unload that gun.
куда надо. Батарея к бою готова. Пехота
Так
готова.
точно.
Есть. Поехали.
Приказы.
That should help.
Маневры готовы.
And you're gonna want to hold on to your tank destroyers for the entire game,
Артиллеристы готовы.
until the city, because they have a lot of tigers at the city, and those tank destroyers really help.
Махорки.
Саперы ждут приказа.
So we should, they should be on the way, and I think we'll move forward.
Пехота готова.
Move forward. Oh,
Артиллеристы готовы,
no, we already
товарищ
knocked out that
командующий.
light gun.
Пехота
We'll move
готова,
forward
товарищ
here.
командующий.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Товарищ командир, совершенно точно, товарищ командующий.
Пехота готова, товарищ
Орать
командующий.
готов.
Okay, this should be the north wave.
Пехота готова. Так точно. Пленных не брать.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Саперы ждут приказа. Товарищ Пехота готова, товарищ командующий? Пленных не брать. Быстрее! Пехота готова, товарищ?
Oh shit, I have no officer over here.
Есть. Жду дальнейших указаний. Махорки.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий? Бой! Пехота готова, товарищ командующий? Есть. Пехота готова, товарищ командующий?
Есть.
Артиллеристы готовы, товарищ командующий. Снаряды кончились. Саперы ждут приказа.
So, there we go, that's that. And we get a couple more snipers in the
Указаний,
north
товарищ командующий.
for that last wave. So that was wave 2. Nothing crazy, lost a...
Готовы?
I guess we'll send this guy up.
Точно.
Just try and bait anything out. Usually I try and save these guys, but we have so many infantry that it's not that big of a deal.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий?
But you don't want to be too careless with your infantry. You do need quite a bit for the final attack on the city. Okay, so we should be good in the north for a while, and then we're waiting on the south. I should probably get this gun. It'd probably be
Пехота готова.
Probably be better to unload it right there.
Пехота готова. Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Есть.
Батарея к бою готова.
We should. Where's the supply truck? Didn't I bring one? Oh.
Саперы ждут приказа.
Ага.
Yep, just cleared it again.
Саперы ждут приказа. Ой, как новенький.
Alright, so now it's a slow advance.
Совершенно
Пехота
точно,
готова,
товарищ
товарищ
командир.
командующий.
Well, not too slow.
Жду дальнейшего.
If we really wanted to, we could just bum rush this. That might be something from the center,
Саперы ждут
or something
приказа,
from the south
товарищ
wave, something from wave 3.
Бою.
Oh, I think this is wave 3. Yeah, see, this time it's more focused in the center.
Пехота готова.
Есть.
Пехота готова. Пехота готова.
Так точно.
Расчет.
But yeah, they're yeah trying to come around here. They are scripted to man some of these buildings, I think.
Есть.
Yeah, it'd be nice to keep these light guns, but we got 2 here. We destroyed that one. That one's damaged and it just got destroyed. We do have this one down here.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Бегом.
So yeah, waves 2 and 3, nothing crazy at all.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Есть. Поехали.
Then over here,
Довезем.
these 3 buildings are manned at this point. I think they get manned at wave
Готова.
2.
Жду дальнейших указаний, товарищ командующий.
Артиллеристы готовы.
Есть.
Саперы ждут приказа. Как новенький.
So that was pretty easy. It usually is pretty easy.
Есть. Снаряды кончились. Товарищ
Саперы ждут
командующий.
приказа.
Пехота готова,
дальнейших
товарищ
указаний,
командующий.
товарищ
Do I have any more? No, all our snipers are in. Okay.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
And these guys. Yep, killed another 2 guys. So you can just occasionally come back to the center, have your snipers target that tower, and you can knock out 2 guys. And then eventually 2 guys should come back in, and then you do it again. Okay,
Пехота
so
готова.
Так точно.
now we need to be a little bit careful here.
Батарея к бою готова.
I want to get rid of these trees so our snipers can hit that house. Because I don't think there are any guys wandering around. There's not many guys wandering around up here, so once you clear the buildings, that's it. So I'm
Артиллеристы готовы.
just trying to be cautious and minimize the casualties we take.
Вот так вот.
We should be able to hit it. Yeah.
Артиллеристы готовы, товарищ командующий.
But if you are trying to snipe buildings, you do have to make sure there are no trees in the way, because snipers can't shoot through those. And they'll sit there and shoot for a little bit, and then once they stop shooting, that means the guys are dead. or the building's destroyed. And be careful. Eventually, you're gonna get a vehicle wave here in the center, and they're scripted.
Готово, товарищ
They're
командующий.
scripted to go pretty far out. I think, yeah, they're scripted to go all the way up here. At least one of the trucks is. So make sure you catch them before they get too far along their path and get themselves killed.
Родину!
So yeah, they got that house packed. Well, oftentimes everyone dies in the house really quickly, except the last guy. The last guy, he can take hundreds of rounds to kill. Sometimes. So there's probably like one guy left in that house. Like we'll take these 3 snipers off, bring them up a little bit, and have these guys continue to shoot at them.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий. Пехота готова,
Товарищ
товарищ
командир,
командующий.
совершенно точно, товарищ командир.
Расчет! К бою! Артиллеристы готовы, товарищ командующий.
Okay, that makes things a lot less dangerous. Okay, then grab ourselves
Пехота готова. Есть?
some submachine gunners, and we can probably rush up here. And then maybe they didn't have anyone in that house.
Саперы ждут приказа, товарищ командующий.
Пехота готова. Так точно.
I guess they didn't have anyone. Okay. Well.
Пехота готова.
And now all they have left is
Так точно.
like three machine guns back here. These houses are probably they probably got somebody in there. Or maybe not. I don't know. They didn't have anyone in that one. They usually have them there.
Пехота
There we go.
готова.
Okay, now you guys can pull back. How many did we lose? 1, 2, 3.
Пехота готова,
Fourth
товарищ
guy.
командующий.
Oh, 6, 7, 8, 9. A handful of subbies, that's fine. Okay, now, so we want to clear this area just so you can eventually set up a bunch of stuff here. But before you do that, you need to clear this tower, which you can. It's really not that hard.
Есть.
Саперы ждут приказа.
You can empty out one of your little trucks like this.
Пехота готова.
Grab 4 submachine gunners.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Then just roll right up there, unload the submachine gunners, and then they can throw their grenades and destroy the tower. Everyone will die, but
Есть.
make things a lot faster.
Понятно, командир.
What the fuck? What? Oh yeah, that's right. He went up there and got sniped. That's right. Okay. Yeah, he got sniped by the guy in that tower. Okay, so we'll
Довезем.
tell him to unload right there. Actually, I'll save just in case this goes sideways. Or maybe he's gonna fucking back his way. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh shit.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий. Бегом.
Get those grenades off. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, that's wave 1. They still have a lot of guys out there. But we can probably...
Пехота готова.
Так точно.
We can probably grab some of this equipment and pull it back. But now we should be able
Готово, товарищ
to
командующий.
come up here.
Есть.
And do our thing. So now we're waiting on wave 4, which may be on the way soon. I'm not sure exactly.
Жду приказа.
But wave 4 is just another. It's wave 2 and 3 together, pretty much.
Пехота
So we'll
готова,
we'll
товарищ.
want to move our infantry up a little bit.
Артиллеристы
Move our
готовы,
stuff
товарищ
up.
командующий. Пехота готова. Бегом.
So that we're able to deal with all that stuff.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
No problem, Sushi.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Батарея к бою готова.
Oh yeah, probably get rid of.
Жду приказа. Жду приказа.
Get rid of all these trees to make it easier. This will probably make dealing with the north tank wave easier as well. Where's a supply check?
Саперы ждут приказа.
I need a tank. Yeah, get rid of these fucking fences.
Товарищ командир, жду дальнейших указаний.
Пехота готова. Пехота готова, товарищ командир. Бегом. Пехота готова.
How many AT gunners do we have? Yeah, I'll probably keep a handful of AT gunners up here. Oh, that's right. Yeah, get
Выдвигаемся.
get some tanks down south, because the south tank wave happens first. And we'll save the tank destroyers because they're pretty important. So now we'll get a light gun up here, destroy all these trees so we have perfect vision, destroy as many trees as we can from up here, and then we're going to start working on this area.
Саперы ждут приказа.
And we got
Батарея к бою готова.
Будет как новый.
a supply truck down here. Yep, another 2 guys killed.
Саперы ждут приказа.
Get a supply truck right here. We got 3 guns around here.
Жду дальнейших указаний.
Пехота готова.
Nope. Shit.
Готовы, товарищ.
You can man. You can man the machine guns. They're yeah. We'll man that guy. Why not? They're useful, kind of sometimes.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Пехота готова.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Okay. Now, probably should have destroyed these trees, but it's not a big deal.
Пехота готова, товарищ командир.
К маневру готов.
Хорошо. К бою.
Oh, more reinforcements. I think that's the last of it in the north. And these guys, our center vehicles, should be coming in soon.
Полевой госпиталь на проводе. Точно, товарищ командующий.
К маневру готовимся.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to miss those center vehicles. You
Есть.
unload.
Саперы ждут приказа. Товарищ командир.
Артиллеристы готовы, товарищ командующий. Артиллеристы готовы, товарищ командующий. На родину!
So a lot of this next part of the mission
Снаряды кончились.
is just clearing buildings. You know, this is just like shooting out buildings, and then up here it really is just like shooting out every building again and again and again until they run out of troops to man them. And then it's a slow advance, then a fall back because they send an entire tank wave at you. So. All right.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий? Так точно. Жду приказа. За родину!
Жду дальнейших указаний, товарищ командующий. Есть.
All right. Let's get
Пехота готова.
some heavy machine gunners up here, so we can man all this stuff. Get some more snipers up there.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Their artillery should be in at this point.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий. Есть.
Пехота готова. Бегом. Пехота готова. Так точно.
Пехота готова,
Товарищ
товарищ
командир,
командующий.
совершенно точно, товарищ командир. Есть.
And they do have a light gun. Oh, we already cleared it.
Жду дальнейших
We should be able to see
указаний,
these two light guns. There's two right there. That's one.
товарищ. Совершенно точно, товарищ командующий.
There it is.
Артиллеристы готовы.
Oh, nope.
Пехота
Whoops.
готова,
Так
товарищ
точно.
командующий.
Жду приказа. Пехота готова. Порядок не брать. Пехота готова, товарищ командующий?
Oh, there they are.
Так точно.
Yep. Okay, good. Now we just want to make sure these guys don't get themselves killed.
Так точно, товарищ командующий.
So 4 more light guns. Looks like 5 more jeeps. Gonna be 2 more medical trucks. 4 supply trucks. 4 T-34s. 2 APCs. And 2 tank destroyers. And I think two normal trucks with 2 spaces in them. So at this point, at this point, I think they're on their way. And oh yeah, we'll get.
Выдвигаемся.
Есть.
Доведет куда надо.
Есть.
Приказа.
К маневру готов.
Саперы приказа. Артиллеристы готовы.
Есть.
Батарея к бою готова. Саперы ждут приказа. Жду
Okay, we got all those guys manned.
Есть. К маневру готов. Поехали.
And now we have a huge just cluster of shit
Есть.
over there.
К маневру готов. Приказ понял, товарищ командующий.
The tanks aren't on their way yet, but we'll start preparing for that.
Совершенно точно, товарищ. Есть.
I guess we can unload a bunch of rifles up here. They'll be pretty useful.
Подавай снаряды, товарищ командующий.
And then we can use this guy
Yes.
to pick up those machine guns and place them in better areas.
Есть. Снаряды кончились. Расчет. К бою. Саперы ждут приказа.
Вот так вот.
Будет как новый.
Ага. Есть. Понял?
Okay, let's unload.
Снаряды кончились.
One gun there. Then we'll go pick that guy up.
Батарея к бою готова. Пленных не брать.
And yeah, for some of these buildings, it's better to just destroy them because we want to be able to hit a lot of these trees. So it's easier to just destroy this building outright.
На родину.
And because also there's a bunch of dudes in
Батарея
there.
к бою готова.
Саперы ждут приказа.
Which buildings do and don't have guys? I don't exactly remember.
Пленных не брать.
Whoa, 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 guys, come on! You can clearly see that.
Артиллерия готовы.
Yeah, that one had guys in it. Now this blindage down here.
Расчет. К бою.
Есть.
Артиллеристы готовы.
Good, blindage cleared.
Есть.
Довезем.
Поехали.
Артиллеристы готовы.
Good, that house is cleared. So, oh, this guy. Can we clear him? Yeah. Yeah, sometimes they like to do stupid shit. All the snipers will be one. Okay. So, these four are cleared. That's good. These two need to be cleared. I think they still have a lot of infantry though, from the
Есть. Есть.
Жду приказа.
from that wave one.
Жду дальнейших указаний, товарищ командующий. Никак нет, товарищ командующий.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Так точно.
Поехали. Есть.
Пехота готова. Батарея к бою готова.
Okay, I think yeah we want to try and get some stuff up here at this elevation so we can, start shooting over there. I guess we'll take
Пехота готова, товарищ командир.
Так точно.
a handful of rifles and see what happens.
Саперы ждут приказа. Будет как новенький. Будет как новенький. Будет как новенький. Ага.
Пехота готова,
Так точно.
товарищ командующий.
Пленных не брать.
I'm pretty sure this house is stacked. It always is. Actually, you know what?
Есть.
На родину.
Есть.
На родину.
Let's just go up here quick. Bring a light gun up here. We'll just shell this house.
Пехота
You guys
готова.
can start shooting that.
товарищ командующий.
And these snipers down here should be able to kill anyone that comes out there.
Батарея к бою готова. Рота готова, товарищ.
Есть.
Артиллерия готова. К бою.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Есть. Поехали.
Okay, and then this house shouldn't be too much of an issue. Are we able to hit that? Yeah, we're able to hit that. Okay. I guess these guys can go back up north then. This house is always stacked full of guys.
Махорки.
But now it
Пехота
looks
готова,
like
товарищ командующий.
Пехота готова. Бегом.
Жду
looks like we're just waiting on
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий. Артиллеристы готовы.
waiting on the 4th attack wave.
Есть.
Oh, you unload the gun.
Будь как новенький.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Oh, nope. See, yeah. Sometimes this is the south tank, so the north tanks are on their way.
Продвигаемся.
Well, they'll be on their way in about a couple minutes. So maybe we'll get the 4th wave. Maybe we won't. Again, this level is kind of strange sometimes. But the south tank wave is definitely a bit harder than the north. The north is Panzer 1s and Panzer 3s and a couple Stugs, I think, and then the north tank wave, or the south tank wave is Panthers and Panzer 4s.
На родину. Приказа. К бою. Порядок всем.
None of the Panthers have shown up yet. There's the first one.
На родину.
Oh wow, one of the Panthers came up here. I guess their pathfinding really got fucked. That might be the beginning of the north tank wave.
Снаряды кончились. К бою. Экипаж готов. Снаряды кончились.
Yeah, I think this is the north tank wave.
Снаряды кончились.
Usually the Panthers are more aggressive. I guess their pathfinding really got screwed up and they came in last.
Снаряды кончились. На родину. Рота готова, товарищ командующий? Ну давай. Пехота готова. Готовы, товарищ командующий.
Есть.
Снаряды кончились.
Саперы ждут приказа.
как новенький. Подавай снаряды.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
Someone out of ammo?
Снаряды кончились.
Oh, one of these guys.
Саперы ждут приказа.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий? Приемлемо не брать. Пехота готова, товарищ командующий? Подавай снаряды. Так точно.
кончились.
Somebody's out of ammo. Some riflemen.
Снаряды кончились.
Саперы ждут приказа.
Подавай снаряд.
Пехота
Патроны
готова,
кончились.
товарищ командующий.
Or is it an AT gunner?
К бою.
AT gunner's out of ammo. No, they did their job. I think this is the north tank wave. That should be.
На родину.
Саперы ждут приказа.
Пехота готова, товарищ командир.
К маневру готов. Есть атаковать цель.
Хорошо. К бою. Пехота готова. Ты меня, брат?
Приказа.
Probably should have destroyed these trees. Yeah, here they are. What the fuck? Oh, he's out of ammo. God damn it. Yeah, back up to the... Yep, nice job, dumbass. But yeah, Panzer 3s, Stugs, Panzer 1s.
Снаряды кончились. Пехота готова.
Now that was pretty good.
Подавай снаряды.
Товарищ
Ты меня, брат?
Как новый. Жду приказа.
I don't think we got spotted once in the north.
К бою.
Who's that guy? Where is he? Oh, they're sending Panzer Force. Okay.
Снаряды кончились. Снаряды кончились.
Жду приказа.
Well, there we go. That is wave. Maybe the fourth wave came in with those guys. I guess I'll have to be.
Пехота готова.
Саперы ждут приказа.
I'll have to be looking out for.
Артиллеристы готовы. Подавай снаряды.
I'll have to be looking out for the those guys. Wave 4, because they still could come in. I don't know. It's possible.
Патроны
Саперы ждут
кончились.
приказа. Товарищ командующий. Сейчас.
But we can pull all our tanks north now. And probably all this infantry as well. Actually, I don't know why I did that. Oh, whatever.
Так точно.
Пехота готова, товарищ командующий.
So what are we at? We're going for an hour 9? Okay. Well, I suppose I could put a cut in here, and then we could, the next part could be me forcing our way up here, and then all the way down there.
Вот так вот.
But yeah, what do we have left? The artillery is probably coming at this point. I don't know if we got 4. 4 may have come in when we were dealing with 5 and 6. But 7, I know exactly how to spawn that, and then after that, it's a wave of infantry in the north. Then that's all the assaults we have to worry about until the very, very end when this tank wave spawns in. And then that final south wave, I don't know if that happens. It may or may not happen, but we'll be ready for it if it does.
Жду приказа.
So I think, yeah, I'll probably leave this as part 1 and then do part 2 in the next one.